welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Paul Goebel. Coach, getting ready to wrap up the season as far as a conference tournament coming up this week. You don't have the Conference USA Championships, but you have wrapped up the regular season now, all your regular matches, and you finished strong to keep that momentum going into the championships as a win over UAB in South Alabama.
That's right. You know, it was a great regular season for us. After last season being one of the best seasons we've ever had in the history of our program, we were hoping to follow it up again this year with another solid season, and our guys really did a good job. You know, getting these 2 wins at home was big for our momentum going into this conference tournament. You know, we have been on the road so much this season and traveling and playing some of the best teams in the country that it was really nice to get back at the Racquet Club and finish off the way we did.
When you look back on this season, kind of take yourself back to the beginning of the year, because as you mentioned, you're coming off all the success of last year. You knew you had a good chance to have a very good year this year, but I guess always in the back of your mind, you've got to be thinking a little bit, you know, will we get too big for our britches, I guess is the thing, or will this convert over to another? Can we make another run this season? And it's played out well for your team. Did very well this year, kind of keeping that even keel.
Yeah, we kept the same standard that we set last year. You know, we probably even had some better wins. Going on the road, as I said, is very difficult, and that's what we challenged our team with this year. Was a very tough schedule, and they responded great. You know, and continued to work hard. We stayed healthy, which was crucial for us, because you never know, beginning of season, a few injuries can really affect you. But we stayed healthy, and just a lot of good things happened.
Of course, I hear every coach always say once they have that kind of that breakthrough season, it's hard enough to kind of get to the top, but staying there, staying on that next level is always a lot tougher.
Yeah, that's the challenge. That's what all programs are trying to do, is to maintain that standard of excellence. And you know, if we can keep this going a few years, and I feel like we will be one of the elite teams in the country.
At what point this year did you feel, was there a certain match or a certain point of year where you thought, okay, we're going to be in good shape this year?
Well, we went to a tournament out west in San Diego, and 8 nationally ranked teams were there, and we came away from that tournament 2-1, beating 2 teams from San Diego that were both very highly nationally ranked. So that was a big weekend for us, and then we followed it up with 2 wins in Virginia, beating Louisville and VCU, who was a top 25 team. So I'd have to say those 2 weekends really stand out. That, you know, to beat those teams at their home courts on the road was very big. Yeah,
you experimented a little bit early in your doubles this year, but then you went back to what got you up to that level last year, and everything kind of progressed from there.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's probably been our biggest improvement the second half of the season, is our doubles just took a little while. We tried some new combinations, didn't really gel too well, but second half we switched and we put Joe Salisbury, Dave O'Hare back together, and now they've earned a national ranking, playing fantastic, you know, back up to our #1 doubles team, and then the other 2 teams have really improved and really looking good for this final stretch.
Well, coming off the wins over UAB and South Alabama, going into the championships this week, by the way, which will be at MUS, and we'll talk more about that in just a second. You're sitting pretty good. You're going to be the 2 seed, but as a season as a whole, the rankings will come out this week, and you expect to be in good shape for a potential at-large of the year. So maybe not as much pressure going on to this team into the tournament. Now, you still want to win the tournament. You want to do as well as you can, but there's not that do or die kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We should be, you know, mid to, you know, lower 30s and feel very good about where we stand going into the conference championship. But we definitely want to win the conference championship. But we know all 9 teams coming in and want to do the same thing. So we're excited. We look forward to it. But you know, it is nice to know that we're put ourselves in good position.
All right, let's talk about the championships this weekend over at MUS. If it rains, there could be a possibility you have to move some matches over to the Racquet Club, but I think you're going to be okay once you can get through Thursday. But it starts Thursday. You're not going to play until Friday. But overall, talk about the logistics of hosting the championships. I know you've hosted some tournaments over at the Racquet Club, but you're at a different site, and there's a lot going on for a host school other than playing tennis.
It's a busy time. You know, the big challenge here is to host this championship, you have to have 12 courts. And MUS High School has that, and they were nice enough to let us come out and use that. So we're having to get all those courts ready for the championship and make sure they're, you know, as nice as they can be. And you know, but our backup indoor course, if it rains, like you said, it will be at the Racquet Club. So what's nice is, rain or shine, we will get this tournament in.
Talk about the field overall. We know you're going to play Friday, I believe, as the 2 seed. Talk about the field. What do you expect out of this? Kind of take yourself out of the equation. Who do you like in Conference USA?
Well, Tulsa's definitely the team to beat. You know, they've won the conference championship the last several years. They come in as the #1 seed again. Vince Westbrook's done a great job coaching there, and he's, you know, they're pretty much top 20 every year. Last year they made the Sweet 16 NCAA tournament, so they're the team to beat. But this year, you know, I think is the deepest our conference has been. We've had 7 teams in the top 75 rankings, and you know, and every team in the conference is very good. So there's not going to be any easy first-round matches, and you have to be ready from the first day.
If the tournament plays out well for everyone, kind of seeding-wise, how many do you think that the league could get into the NCAA this year?
It's going to be interesting. It's usually between 2 and 4 teams is what this conference gets. So I think that's the goal, is to try to get 4. You know, depending on who comes through and wins it, we could get that number. But you know, probably realistically 3 might be a realistic number. You know, but it's really exciting tournament because it's going to be hard to predict who's going to win.
A lot of times you need that low seed to come in and win the tournament to get that extra bid in NCAA.
Right. That's right. So
we'll talk about yourself in the tournament this weekend. How do you like your chances, and what are kind of the matchups you foresee yourself seeing?
Well, I feel great. You know, obviously playing at home in our home city, I think it's going to give us a big advantage. We play UAB first round. We just played them last week, and it was a hard-fought match, and I know it's going to be a tough first round. We play Friday at 2 o'clock at a MUS high school, and love to get as many fans out there as possible. And you know, the winners of the first round play at 12 o'clock on Saturday, and then the finals is 12 o'clock on Sunday. So you know, it's going to be a lot of great tennis, and it's, you know, just should be a lot of fun to watch.
All right, Coach, congratulations on a great regular season. Best of luck this weekend out at MUS.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
That is Paul Goebel, and I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.